Coming up in sports, it's a must-win game for the Huskers as they look to rebound after losing 2 straight. Adrian Martinez is back under center, and we'll see if the sophomore can bounce back after returning from injury. Plus, 5th-ranked Northwestern heads to Siouxland in hopes to keep their perfect season alive. Can Briar Cliff pull off the upset? Find out next after the break.
Sports with Andrew Rogers.
As Nebraska continues to fight for their chance at a bowl game, it all starts now against a failing Purdue team. The Boilermakers are 2-6 on the season, and a win for the Huskers could really increase the probability of taking part in exactly that. Adrian Martinez back in starting first quarter and just what the Huskers ordered. Dedrick Mills on the carry and into the end zone. Nebraska leads 7-0. Now 10-7 and Nebraska needs a stop. Jack Plummer finds his tight end Payne Durham. Tackle him. Tackle him. Tackle him. It was simple. Tackle him. Purdue leads at half. Nebraska not going away, though. Martinez on 1st and goal takes it himself and leaps into the end zone with 4 minutes remaining. Huskers hold a 3-point lead. Okay, worst case scenario, stop them and force overtime. Boilermakers run a fake and everybody in white bites. David Bell trots in at his own pace and the Boilermakers clinch the win. Nebraska falls for the 3rd straight week. Purdue defeats the Huskers 31-27. 5th-ranked Northwestern makes their way into Siouxland for a GPAC matchup against Briar Cliff. First quarter, after a wild pass from Tyson Koima to Shane Solberg, they find each other once again. From 11 yards out, Red Raiders lead 7-0. Second quarter now, Briar Cliff in the red zone on 4th down. Preston Mulligan drops back and gets hit hard. Blindsided by Jessen Rain King, and the Chargers turn it over on downs. Northwestern takes advantage and cashes in on the turnover. A design QB keeper for Koima as he gets a good block and marches in for 6 more. Looks more and more like Ronnie Bass each game. Up 17-0 and now 24-0. Sunshine drops a dime to Shane Solberg for his 2nd touchdown of the game, and the Red Raiders keep their perfect season alive. Briarcliff manages a late score in the 4th, but this is all the Chargers could muster up. Northwestern raids past Briarcliff 38-7. Let's take a look at some more scores in the GPAC first. Top-ranked Morningside is on the road once again, this time defeating Doane by a score of 42-10. Meanwhile, Dordt travels to Hastings and absolutely destroys the Broncos 70-28. And an inside look into the Missouri Valley. South Dakota stunned by Western Illinois 38-34. It's the first win for the Leathernecks all year. Wayne State heads to Mankato to take on the 3rd-best team in the nation in Division II, Minnesota State. Picking up the action in the second quarter, Mavericks leading 24-0. Ryan Schlichty takes the snap, keeps it, finds some running room, and in from 8 yards out. Mankato adds more padding. It's 31-0. Later, it's the Mavs on 3rd down. This time, Schlichty throws short to Shane Zylstra on a slant, tumbles past the goal line for another Mankato touchdown, extends the lead to 45. Wayne State, though, did get on the scoreboard late, but didn't have much of a chance as Minnesota State defeats the Wildcats 62-7. Fort Dodge hosted the Iowa High School State cross-country meet at Lakeside Golf Course earlier this morning. With many of the athletes hailing from Siouxland, Owen Siebring heads to the central part of the state to cover the event. Owen?
Thanks, Andrew. This is a big day in Fort Dodge for the runners from Sioux City North. The Stars came into the state meet ranked 6th in Class 4A. This is North's 3rd consecutive appearance in Fort Dodge for state. This group led, of course, by junior Jason Bowers. Out with the leaders from the start, Bowers finishes in 9th place overall with a time of 15 minutes, 54.3 seconds. That paces the Stars to a 5th place finish as a team with 160 points. Watch out for the Stars in 2020 as they return all 7 of their top runners from this fall.
We had a spread of like 54 seconds. That's really good, and I'm just looking for next year because we're not graduating anybody. So I'm thinking we're going to do a lot of damage next year.
In the 4A girls race, Sioux City East is running with a team at state for the first time since Shelby Houlihan was around in 2009. Sophomore standout Kaya Downs is leading the charge for the Raiders now. She runs a brilliant race, finishing in 6th place overall, 18 minutes, 38 seconds. That's 30 seconds faster than her showing at state last fall. As a team, the Black Raiders finish in 13th place. And in the 3A girls race, Bishop Heelan ran perhaps their best race of the entire season. Senior Amber Asoff was ranked 13th in the state coming in, runs the race of her life, and her final race as a Crusader comes in 6th overall in 18 minutes, 49 seconds. As a team, Heelan, who was ranked 12th to end the year, they take 5th place with 193 points.
This is really all I could have asked for. It was something I've really been looking forward to this season, and I haven't had my best season so far, but being able to finish out hard and give it everything I had in the last race is really important to me.
In the 2A girls race, sophomore Sarahi Hammond of WCKP comes in 9th for an all-state finish, while her team finishes 7th overall. In the 2A boys 5K, Western Christian sophomore Tage Holstein is a rising star on the course. Ranked 10th coming into the day, he picks up a 6th place finish as the Wolfpack finish in 11th place. And in the 1A boys field, Galen senior Will Roeder was among the early leaders but is forced to settle for a 9th place finish as the Jays finish 13th in the team hunt in Fort Dodge. This is Owen Siebring, Siouxland News.
Over to 19th ranked Morningside as they face off against 17th ranked St. Xavier in the GPAC CCAC Challenge from Briarcliff University. Late in the third, Sierra Mitchell on the dribble drive does a nice job of going up with her right hand to avoid getting blocked. Ties the game at 58. Seconds left, third quarter. Abby Drilling feeds Sophia Peppers. Drop step, kiss it off the glass and in. Morningside leads 62-58 heading into the fourth. How about another feed from Drilling, this time to Sydney Hupp. Misses on her first attempt, but gets her own rebound. Regroups, one dribble, spin around, absorbs contact, and lays it in. Mustangs up 3. Then it's Jordan Mosier on the wheel. Great find to Peppers, wide open, off the window and in. Mustangs starting to taste the victory. The dagger late from Hupp, and Morningside upsets the Cougars 89-78. Same tournament, the Briarcliff women's team falls to 24th ranked Olivet Nazarene 114-92. Still a good showing by the Chargers nonetheless. Now the men from both programs. A featured game between 4th ranked Morningside and 12th ranked Cornerstone. Mustangs dominate and win by 20, 78-58. Briarcliff also found a way to win big, 115-69 over Nebraska Christian. Taking a look at Dordt, first the women's team defeated Trinity Christian 95-58, improving to 3-0 on the season. As for the men, they fall to Mayville State 96-80. And Abby, I cannot believe we are already talking about basketball. It seems like football just started and now it's the basketball season. I can't believe it.